Insight 172. Exercise, this is very long explanatory insight. Exercise consists of 3 stages. All 3 are important. Warm-up, stretching, and strengthening. In that order are proper. Exercise should start in the morning with these three with emphasis on warm-up, such as running and dancing. At midday, one should continue with all 3 with emphasis on stretching. However, after the noon, warm-up and however, after the noon warm-up and before stretching, one ought to rotate the joints gently. So, however, after the noon warm-up and before stretching, one ought to rotate the joints gently. So, basically, at noontime, when you do your warm-up, you're going to then rotate your joints before you do the stretch. Gently. You don't want to over-rotate. You slowly rotate and you make the rotate more and more. Slow. Gently. Being extra careful of one's neck. For example, the neck, you don't want to start stretching like this. No. You start out with slow, after your warm-up, slow circles. You can feel your neck. You see how if there's any kinks. If there's any kinks, you want to keep rotating there until the kink goes. You may need to massage it with your hands. You have to consider the temperature of the body, temperature outside, okay? Good. Now, for example, I didn't go the full rotation because, which would be like this, because I'm not warmed up yet. Excuse me. At night, all 3 stages should be done with emphasis on strengthening. If one feels that one has stretched enough at noon, no further stretching is required. If one has a habit of sleeping late, one should sleep 1 hour earlier each night until one reaches the desired sleep hour. So this is talking about you want to wake up early in the morning to do your exercises. But if you've developed a habit of sleeping late, you cannot get up early and do a proper exercise. So basically, if you sleep, let's say 1 o'clock in the morning, well, you're going to sleep 12 o'clock. You can do that. And then the next night you sleep 11 o'clock. The next night you sleep 10 o'clock. The next night you sleep 9 o'clock, as an example. So then if you sleep 9 o'clock, you will wake up 5 o'clock quite easily. If one has a habit of sleeping late, I did read that, sorry. If one thinks of staying up late, if one thinks of staying up late because he wants to be active and do activities, he can think to himself that the sooner he sleeps, the sooner he can awake to be active and become involved in activities. So that's a way to trick your mind. For example, in the middle of the night, you're thinking, I should go to sleep now, 12 o'clock or 11 or 10 o'clock, I should go to sleep, but I want to be awake, I want to do things, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to be active. Well, trick your mind by saying, the sooner I go to sleep, the sooner I wake up and become active. Right? The sooner I go to sleep, the sooner I will wake up and be active. The night before the first morning of exercise. The night before the first morning of exercise. So we're planning to have exercise, to do some exercise in the morning. Well, the night before, right? One should eat enough and sleep enough to have energy to exercise in the morning. No bread at night ensures ease of going to the bathroom in the morning. So if you take bread at night, it's going to take a long while to go to the bathroom. Meaning you get up in the morning, and you want to go, let's say 5 o'clock, and you want to go to the bathroom, if you've eaten bread, it takes much longer and to go to the bathroom. And so you want to avoid that by not eating bread at night. Upon awakening, one should go to the bathroom to expel waste before exercise. The exercise should be done carefully with moderation in order to not injure oneself. Have no food for 2 hours before exercise, unless your stomach is growling. Then have a bit. Before the exercise, there should be a brief period of exercising control over one's own mind to silence its meanderings, and if one believes in God, to strengthen one's relationship and awareness of God. I'm saying it's helpful to do this. Why? Because you get an understanding of, you get in your mind a perspective of the universe and where you're at and what you're engaged in, and what needs to be done and what you're going to do now. And of course, if you believe in God, then it's good to say, develop your relationship with Him. Say hello, interact. However that you feel comfortable with God, of course, interacting that way. After exercise, there should be a time of non-action for the body to become accustomed to being in this healthy state. Yeah, so you're let's say you've sweated, feel really good. Now you're gonna go take a shower and eat and rest? No. Let the juices of your sweat remain in your body. Let you just relax. Stay there for 30 minutes wherever you are. Just let your body be. Don't put anything into it. If you want to put water, that's fine. But just be. And let your body remain in that healthy state for it to do what it needs to do. You don't want to have additional things added to it for it to become busy with that stuff, digesting and whatever else. No, just let it be and let it settle in that healthy state. Your body needs rest. That's a good way for it to rest. It needs to do certain things while it's very healthy. Finally, it is time for eating proper food in its proper proportions, and immediately resting for 30 minutes, composed of 4 7-minute periods of lying on the floor for each side of the body in order for the food to digest and your body can recuperate from the hard exercises. So you eat food, and then you need to have the food digest. Now have in mind your body is tired of the exercise, you see. And the body gets rest when it's rested against something. Like I'm resting against the bench, So that part of my body which is resting against the bench is getting relaxation. Not my neck. My neck is being held up. So I'm doing exercise for my neck by just holding it up. Muscles are active. So same with your body. You're resting, you're sitting down, or you're lying down. You're lying down on your back. Good. 7 minutes. Let your back muscles, anything on your back rest. Then you turn on your side. Let them rest for 7 minutes. Turn on your stomach. Everything in front of you will rest. And turn on the other side. On the other side, rest. For 30 minutes. Right. All together, it's going to be 30 minutes. All the 4 sides. In order for the food to digest and your body can recuperate from the hard exercises. After the morning warm-up exercises, bread can be eaten coupled with other energizing foods. Then one can go to perform the various chores of the day in a physically non-strenuous manner and with a peaceful mind. After 4 hours, according to each person, the hours might be different. One goes to the bathroom and does the same procedure. Meaning going to the bathroom and then doing the exercises, which is focusing on God, focusing on life, doing the exercises and going through the whole thing. Except this time it is midday exercises, which is, the stretching, rotation and stretching. The best lunchtime food after stretching is fruit and fruit juice, because it doesn't clog up anything, You're very stretched and you don't want to clog it up immediately, but rather have fruit and fruit juice, and then you feel, oh, really good, Snack can be had after 1 or 2 hours after lunch. 4 hours after eating the fruit, one goes to the bathroom and does the same procedure for exercise, except the emphasis is on strength. After exercise, one can eat strong food to replenish and rebuild the body during the night. There will be no rest period of 30 minutes for the nighttime, because you'll be sleeping. The 8 hours of sleep will be the rest period. In the performance of all of the above mentioned, be aware of your body in order not to strain it. Change the exercises, eating and sleeping in such a way that it will cause no discomfort or injury to you. So then I have a little chart. And you can see if you can see it here. Okay. Okay.